Hello, folks. Hey, the music. Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and demon slaying adventurer of Valarian. Welcome to my Let's Play series where I live stream video games twice a week on Mondays and Wednesdays. This is episode number 8. My Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous live play series. Game code has been provided by Home Run PR. There's the music. I guess I cut it when it was in between. If you enjoy the streams and videos, consider supporting me via patreon.com/RogueWatson. I feel like this is a pretty long game. Because I had completely forgotten yesterday. I had a massive brain, or not yesterday, Monday when I streamed. I had a big brain fart, and I was getting quests about other areas in the city, so I was exploring this market square area, completely forgetting that this is only like one location in the whole damn city. Hey Nathan, good to see you. And I spent like a couple hours in this one location, so holy crap. I don't know if this is the biggest location or if this is just one of many large locations within the one city, which we're still in these, technically early game, I would think, although I think we're about to level up to 4. Which, I don't know at what point you can consider no longer early game. Level 4 feels like you're starting to get out of the early game. I know in D&D it's level 5 is a straight up like huge power spike, and you are definitely no longer low level, but consider somewhere around 3 to 4 you kind of transition out of that and become more sufficient and powerful. But Pathfinder, I'm not so sure. It might be more of a gradual incline. This is a very long game. Awesome. Well, as I mentioned at the start of the stream, I don't know if I'll actually finish it. Just kind of depends on how I'm feeling and how the game is feeling and when we get there. But, I mean, there is precedent for me playing long-ass CRPGs. I played both Divinity games, and those are 80 to 90 hours, and that's if you don't, do everything. So they could even be potentially longer than that. I'm hoping this one isn't that long, but if it is, I don't know. I mean, it depends on if y'all want to watch me play this for 6 months, because that's what it's going to come down to. And if I have the patience to play it that long when there's always, new games to play. Not that I won't, maybe not finish it, but it's a question of, like, do I want to keep streaming it? Level 4 is not an exciting level for the Hunter. Looks like I get 2nd level spell slots, and that's it. But it can be good. I do get a new ability point, just straight up. I guess I should go ahead and up my wisdom by 1, just because I think that gets me my next modifier, and that's my spells. Although I don't necessarily see myself using... Does it get me more spells I can cast, maybe? Get bonus spells based on their wisdom score. So maybe I would get additional spells to learn or something. What that does. Still think it's a pretty good one just to round it out at 16. And then probably all the rest of them we can pump into dexterity, I would presume. But I think getting that one to the next even one is probably a pretty fair way to go. Skills, pay the bills. Athletics, stealth, world, nature, perception. Got, looks like 2 new spells, and it opened up, I think, level 2. So this is one where I don't even know very many spells. But I guess I'm kind of like the witch in that way, where I don't know that many, but I can cast them more often. Might as well take 2nd level spells. Is it only letting me choose 2nd level? Looks like it. Huh. Well, let's see. Take one of the buffs. I've already got Aspect of the Falcon, and I really don't even use that. Honestly, I just use Hurricane Bow. Straight up kind of enlarged weapon. Effortless Armor. Armor you wear no longer reduces your speed. Huh. Touch, nope. Old Animal. I can imagine animals are going to be that scary that I want to paralyze them. Time the creature successfully strikes an opponent with a natural attack, each consecutive hit against the opponent deals an extra damage equal to the number of previous consecutive hits. Obviously, you cast that on your animal ally. However, that would be good if I had somebody that was multi-attacking, and Stampede doesn't really do that. Vicious Poison. You weaken the target's defense against poison. Ox Pustules. Rash. Effect from energy is probably good to take. That scales pretty well. Free immunity. And absorbs damage per caster level. That's pretty good. So restoration could also be very handy to have. Eliminates fatigue and spells magical effects, reducing one of the subject's ability scores. Does not remove permanent effects. Sense Vitals. This spell makes your eyes shine blood red and allows you to see the vital areas of weak points of creatures in a warm glow. Allows you to make sneak attacks as the rogue ability of the same name, dealing an additional 1d6 points of damage. How does sneak attacks work with ranged attacks, though? Let me see sneak attacks. Attacks as the rogue ability of the same name, dealing an additional 1d6 points of damage. It also scales. I mean, that's pretty cool. You just unlock sneak attacks. I don't know if I can get them on ranged. Oh, sneak attacks is not one of these I can look up. You know, there's no like in-game compendium I can look up, is there? I won't have to look up Pathfinder rules. That could be very good, but if it doesn't really affect ranged attacks very well, then it wouldn't help me much. Sickening Entanglement. Better Entangle. Entangle could be good. White Growth. Summon a giant frog, or 1d3 natural mites. Or I could summon a small elemental. That's cute. Attacks your opponents to the best of its ability. All I ever ask of my summons. Rain of dirt, gravel, and small pebbles fill the area, dealing 2d6 points of bludgeoning damage to every creature in the area. One time AoE of 2d6. Difficult terrain. Honestly, I'm not really using spells for offense with you. Plus 4 bonus to stealth checks and have concealment from creatures more than 5 feet away. That's pretty good. I don't like protection from energy, just generally a good idea. I upcast Hurricane Bow. Is upcasting even a thing in? Or is that like a meta feat you have to take? We could just take protection from energy and lesser restoration and never use them unless they come up. Sense Vital sounds cool though. It sounds like something that would be going with this character, which would be just being really fucking good with hitting people with a bow. Could take summons. I don't know how effective they are. Only last 1 round per level, so that's not very long, and they take a full round to summon. Of course, the Sense Vitals only also lasts a round a level. That sucks. This Hurricane Bow lasts a fucking minute per level. That's way better. What is the difference between Sickening Entanglement and Spike Growth? Fortitude save or be sickened. That means the area of which will determine what sickened means. No tooltip for sickened. Upcasting as meta magic. That's right. You know what? I think I remember when I went to 5th edition, I realized that they had baked all of those meta magic feats into a whole class, which was the sorcerer, because I remember coming from Neverwinter Nights and thinking like, oh man, the sorcerer just has all of those feats now baked into the class. But then they made upcasting a thing that anybody could do. Like, anybody could use a spell slot for anything, which is pretty liberating, I think. Or do you know how sneak attacks work when it comes to ranged attacks? Can I still do sneak attacks? As long as they're, like, engaged with somebody? Because Sense Vitals might actually be worth doing, even though it's only a round per level. No, it wouldn't, because Hurricane Bow just does more damage. An arrow fired from a bow or crossbow you are carrying when the spell is cast deals damage is one size larger than it actually is. I feel like I should just use Hurricane Bow all the time to make me do more damage in combat. So, that's... I guess I could stack them. I was really crazy. Or we could grab one of these summons. Bursts. Or something defensive. Where's his speed? Be within 30 feet. Yeah, I should be within 30 feet normally. Alright, well, we'll take it just for shits and giggles. Been too long on this level up. Wonder if it gives me more spell slots.
Everything has a price.
Oh, you still have to rest. Shoot. Right. It gives me 4 uses of level 1 and 2 uses of level 2. I guess it's the other useful thing is the fact that technically Sense Vitals would take a 2nd level spell slot and Hurricane Bow is still a 1st level. Alright, let's level up the rest of y'all. Paladin gets a couple things. Channel Positive Energy. Using the ability consumes 2 uses of her Lay on Hands ability. The energy can be used to cause or heal damage. Paladin channels positive energy and can choose to deal damage to undead creatures or to heal living creatures. Burst that affects all creatures of one type in a 30-foot radius centered on the Paladin. The amount of damage dealt is equal to 1d6 points of damage plus 1d6 points of damage for every 2 Paladin levels beyond 1st. 6 at 4th. Sweet. That's great. And another use of Smite Evil. I never used Smite Evil. I totally forget about this. There's one target within sight of... Wait, if the target is evil, the Paladin adds their Charisma bonus to attack rolls. Okay. And you get spell. This is a big level for you, Paladin. All kinds of shit. And one of these. Do not benefit from wisdom. You benefit from charisma. Boy, yeah, charisma, con, and strength would all be good pluses to add for you. But let's do charisma because that'll up your stuff and put you at a +3. You have persuasion, religion, and arcana. As well, diversify. Oh, you don't get to choose your spells, though. Interesting. Guess you are the divine spellcaster, so you just always have those spells.
No reason to pause.
At some point, I need to reorganize their spell book. That's all you have, actually, is Dismiss Spell. Huh. That's weird. Maybe you don't get proper spellcasting yet. Looked like you had a 1st level. Huh. Why is it saying I'm a 0 level paladin? I misread that. Amelia, you are still a shaman spirit hunter. You gain another hex at 4th level. You have to spend a while trying to figure out what your best hex is. And what is your spell casting? Where are you? Shaman? Your wisdom. We're already even at +3. I wonder why you care about charisma then. You look at your class. Know what your spellcasting is. Does not say what kind of spellcaster. I'm assuming it's wisdom then. That's our highest. You probably put points into Dex then. Why do you need charisma? Why does it care about charisma? Gotta make your Dex a +5 because you're all about that Dex. All about that Dex. Persuasion and yeah, I guess you're still the best at trickery. Yeah, I thought I was a 1st level paladin caster, but I guess I misunderstood that. This is gonna happen a lot in this game. I'm only, what, 12 hours in? Alright, what's the next best hex for Camellia? Okay, once per cure light wounds. Bad thing is cure light wounds doesn't scale very well. Oh, it says at 5th level the hex acts like a cure moderate wounds. That would be good. You just get basically you can cast it once on each person. It's a free cure light wounds, which would not be great at 4th level, but at 5th level, cure moderate wounds would be pretty legit. I think are these an action? Great misfortune 1 round. Straight up give them disadvantage. I have 150ish and still 100% on everything. Well, that's dismaying for me. Wish this stuff lasted longer than 1 round. At 8th level, the duration of the hex extended by 1 round. Did these take an action, though? Because I don't want to do it. It takes a whole action to make this happen. Alright, how's this different from Misfortune? Creature's talking about an effect that requires an attack roll. Target must roll twice and take the worst result. Fortune. Anytime a creature makes an ability check, attack roll, saving throw, or skill check, it must roll twice and take the worst result. A will save negates this hex. Okay, so they get a save for Misfortune, but it affects more things. I guess that's the difference. Take a meta magic feat. I don't know if those are worth it. You have to take heightened spell to be able to upcast things. Already got the sleeper, which is Ember. Warded creature receives a +2 deflection bonus to AC and a +2 resistance bonus on saving throws, where last of the warded creature is hit or fails a saving throw. I mean, that's good. I like buffing. A shaman cannot use this ability on herself, however. That's unfortunate. Shaman causes a creature within 30 feet to take a -2 penalty to AC. Uses this to just 1 round. Shaman can grant a creature within 30 feet a bit of good luck for 1 round. The target can call upon this good luck, allowing him to reroll anything, taking the better result. That sounds good. Again, I don't want this to take up an action necessarily. Unless it's one of those things where like she can't close in on an enemy. She can give that to like Aloy to reroll an attack. It is easier to just smack stuff. Yeah, I feel like they maybe overcorrected too much in D&D 5th edition and made casters too powerful. And then in Pathfinder it feels like they... Maybe it's just too much of a pain in the ass to play a spellcaster in Pathfinder. There's got to be a happy medium somewhere, right? Battlemaster makes an attack of opportunity, an additional attack of opportunity each round. At 8th level, the Shaman gains the weapon specialization feat, and a weapon of her choice is a bonus feat. So that's pretty good. It's a battle ward. The next time a foe makes an attack roll against the target, the ward activates and grants a +3 deflection bonus to the warded creature's AC. That's a good one too. It just adds +3 and actually reduces. Alright, let's do that. Let's just give you abilities that are just going to make you a better fighter. Now it looks like it just lasts 24, so you don't have to worry about like casting it every time. You just turn it on and then it goes. So I like that.
Open your heart to me.
Still have to memorize your spells individually, which is a pain in the ass. I don't know what to give you. You do have a pretty good spell list, though. These are all decent. I think I have like 3 people with burning hands, though. I really don't need you to have sleep, because we've got Ember doing all the sleep. Give you Tangle, Old Person, Scare, and Bold Strength, I guess. You could summon a giant frog. Play around with that. Lan, you're still in my party. Good for you. You just now get key points. Or key powers. Powers allow the monk to perform amazing feats of mystical power and acrobatic prowess by spending points from his key pool. That Dex. Can scroll. Yeah, that's true. I need to prepare. Forgot Sela had to prepare spells. I know, I'm gonna be so bad about that. I forgot about that in Solasta too. I frequently would forget to prepare. I would level up and then think I'm automatically getting those spells in my book, but there should be like an option to check that off though. Be like, look, can you just memorize these spells and that I chose, and then next time I rest. Which I guess that's the problem, is I wouldn't rest either. Whatever you're good at, Lan. Why would he be proficient in world knowledge? He literally lives underground. Key powers. You only have 4 choices. Everything requires prerequisites. Barkskin. Spend 1 point to grant himself Barkskin. Scorching Ray. You can just cast Scorching Ray. That's kind of neat. Speed or is True Strike as shitty as it is in D&D? Monk experience when 1 key is a standard action and temporary intuitive insight. Immediate future. Monk's next single attack roll, if it is made before the end of the round, gains a +20 insight bonus. The problem is it takes an action to do that, so it feels so inefficient to fucking do that. Now, swift action. That's better. I think I need you to shoot Scorching Rays. How long does Barkskin last? Pick that one. Yeah, that's why I was confused. Sela didn't have any spells.
I will help where I can.
Like when I go to her spell, she literally just has this dismiss spell thing as a 0 level. Even though, if you go to her class at level 4, it straight up says she should have 1 first level spell. So that's why I'm confused about Sela. For whatever reason, I do not have access to that spell.
Something wrong.
Well, still a scoundrel. Let's see, level 4. You have second level spells. And you gain debilitating injury. Fourth level number rogue deals sneak attack damage to foe. They can also debilitate the target of their attack, causing it to take a penalty for 1 round. Choose to apply any one of the penalties when the damage is dealt. Okay, that's kind of cool. Extra debuff when they do sneak attack. Is that something that pops up, or... Well, you're a really great spellcaster rogue already. 20 dex and 18 intelligence is pretty fucking solid. I'm actually going to bump your con to 14 to give you some more hit points. And we'll start laying into dex. I assume I can keep putting points into dex. Ability, trickery, stealth, Arcana, and... Nice. You get... what, second level spells? Have any right now? Apparently I was able to scribe a third level spell at some point. Command Undead. Burning Arc. I have no idea what kind of spells to give you. Again, I feel like all the spells should just be there to help him like attack better and not necessarily be attack spells. Or crowd control is always good to have. Animal aspect. Gain animal parts. Terrace. Okay, these are just for skills. Like, does he really need acid arrow? Duration permanent. That's terrible. Take control of a target living creature's skeleton. Creature has its skeleton rattle within its flesh. Wow. Target takes 3d6 points of damage plus 1d6 points of damage. That's creepy. Take control of their skeleton while they're in the body. Glitter dust. Creatures become blinded and visibly outlining invisible things. Fairy fire. Visibility seems pretty good, although I don't know how useful that is in video games. We're not really doing real D&D style shenanigans. Mirror image is good in D&D. 4 images plus 1 image per 3 caster levels. Maximum of 8 total. Attacked. There's a possibility that the attack targets one of your images instead. It's probably not as helpful because you could also describe whatever scrolls you find, so you're just trying to... Oh my god, you know so many spells, dude. Ooh, sneak attack with spells. That's interesting. I guess you could go more in that direction. Size red hot ball of molten metal immediately hurls a splash weapon. Not quite a fireball, but a little bit better to control. Creature within 5 feet of where the ball hits takes 1d6 points of fire damage from the splash. Each of these creatures takes an additional 1d6 points of fire damage each round for the next 1d3 rounds. I wish it wasn't all just fire spells, though. It's really hard to create offensive caster that doesn't solely rely on fire. Mirror image is just a great fucking buff. Just gives you straight up like, nope, you're gonna attack one of my images instead. That's an amazing spell. We want to give him an offensive or crowd control. There's not really a whole lot of crowd control spells here, are there? I guess scare, but Chamelea's got it. And I feel like Ember would probably be the one to take the burning spells. Probably be more applicable. We want to go with, you know, things that a rogue would cast to be Fuck with you spells. Crowd control. Blinded and visibly outlined. Try to end it. Yeah, I could probably go with glitter dust. Glitter dust. I don't think concentration's a thing either. I think 5th edition added that. So are these all separate, like, things he has to do? They sure are. Okay. What is the best one in general? Target becomes bewildered, taking a -2 penalty to AC. That sounds great. Target takes a -2 penalty on attack rolls. That also sounds great. All the target speeds are reduced by half. That's not as helpful. It's those 3. Guess you select one of those to make it as this auto thing. Let's do -2 attacks instead. Alright, and we have to make sure you memorize your spells. Still only have 4 level 1s. Let's get rid of Burning Hands, because Ember's got that shit. How do I forget it? Yeah. Hypnotism. 2d4. How many hit die? That might not scale very well. Right, though. Second level. Guess what? It's your 2 fucking second level spells. Ember, you're the final one. Probably the trickiest. As a stigmatized witch, you get another hex. You start off with Slumber and Vulnerability Curse already. Her and the Shaman both get hexes. You go purely off Charisma, it looks like. Even though you're a witch, but I think that's the difference between Stigmatized, is you roll off Charisma versus Intelligence. So keep pumping points into that. Anna, I don't know why you're so goddamn persuasive, but sure. I don't know who would listen to this barefoot burned bigger girl, but there you go. You do not have very many options as Camellia does. Which can touch a creature to suppress it and protect it from negative conditions. Which chooses one of the following conditions each time. Choose the Hex, Dazzled, Fatigued, Shaken, or Sickened. Diseases, inhaled poison, and noxious gaseous effects are negated in a 10-foot area around the witch for a number of minutes equal to her level. Wow. That's a good point. Yeah, I do know that's how memorization works. That's like you're literally choosing what spells to cast, so you could just cast like Glitter Dust twice. You'd have to just subscribe or memorize those things. That's a good point. Which can cackle as a move action. Next to Evil Eye, Fortune, Protective Look, or Misfortune Hex. Duration extended by 1 round. I do not have those hexes. Evil Eye. Target takes a -2 penalty on one of the following. The hex lasts for a number of rounds equal to 3 plus the witch's intelligence modifier. Got the same healing one. Ice Plant is just +2 to AC, which is always good. Okay. Why some of these don't have pictures? Healing one's not bad. I wish it scaled again after 5th level. Boy, I have to maybe take a feat to even get better hexes. How do I get Restless Slumber? Let's see. Let's do penalty. Which one do you choose? See, ability checks, attack rolls, saving throws, or skill checks. I guess AC or attack rolls always handy. Yeah, Greater Hex opens up. There's major hexes and grand hexes. Ah, and you get major healing, which is then cure. Okay. I gotcha. So it's a whole nother slate. The major hex. Okay. I feel like thematically she would only take nice things though, because she's like a ridiculously nice person. She would take like the healing ones and protective luck. Make to twist when it's creature. That creature is targeted by an effect that requires an attack roll, including weapon attacks. Attacker must roll twice. So that one. So you have to use this on an ally, but it causes disadvantage whenever they're attacked. That could be good if somebody's getting ganged up on somebody. Ice Plane is boring but effective. Yeah, I took it with Camellia. She's got straight up +2 to AC. Oh, really? It makes her have protection things? You get so many healing spells. That's true, yeah. And that's all it does. If it offered some kind of other benefit, it'd be better. But it literally is just like, hey, here's a free cast of a healing spell. I kind of like Protective Luck. It seems like you cast that on your tank. And then, yeah, it just causes disadvantage on anybody attacking that character for a round. Later, it extends it to multiple rounds. Not use ability on herself. Hexes that affect the Fortune Hex, such as Cackle, also affect Protective Luck. There you go. It extends the round. Fortune is also reroll ability, so it just gives you advantage. Also useful. All right. I like the Hex thing. It's cool. I like the player characters that have hexes. Alright, so you're a pretty good nuker. Got a lot of spells to use. Do you not have access to Scorching Ray? You already have that spell? Big Molten Orb. We're all about the fire. I feel like that's very thematic. Oh, you only get one spell. Jeez. Let's take that orb then. I want to fucking hurl fire orbs in there. She's very kind, except she will absolutely burn your ass to the ground. Very kind pyromancer. And her thing is that she just gets spells per day. Interesting. So that one's actually a separate one. 4 already for level 2. 4 uses of Molten Orb. Got 7. Oh man, I love this class. It's Scorching as part of Blackened Curse. Okay, which is her... Oh, there we go. Blackened... Right, okay. At 5th level, she gets... Okay, well, that's good that they didn't force me to... Or let me even take that then, so I can see why. 5th level, Scorching Ray and Burning Arc to your list of spells known. So I probably shouldn't have taken Molten Orb, because I'll just get more fire spells. How many do you need? 10th level, add Fire Snake. 15th level, add Hellfire Ray. And thankfully, she's got Vulnerability Curse. Any energy resistance or energy immunities on the target are suppressed. So you can actually like turn off fire resistance. So I'm liking this character a lot.
Yes?
So that's pretty nifty. It's that one. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, we have finally leveled up, which takes fucking forever in this game. It was 6 goddamn party members. Did we ever level up? Yeah, we do have to level up Stampy. I'm sorry, Stampy. I forgot about you, buddy. Last but certainly not least, you get nothing level 4. Your base attack bonus goes up slightly. Good for you, buddy. You do get another ability score, though. Ooh, 18 strength or 18 con. Those are both very nice to have. I do want you to be a tank first and foremost, though, so let's do that. 18 con. And he's still my most athletic party member, which I find fucking hilarious. Alright. Now, we're on a quest to discover who the fuck sells Triceratops armor in this city.
Always watch your back.
We have a lot of new things to go do. The feat which allows certain damage type to ignore resistance immunity to that element. Well, that sounds very helpful for Ember, doesn't it? Need to loot any just mundane stuff. Did I scroll somewhere or anything? Nope. I guess I need to check if Woldriff can scribe any new scrolls too. Need an idea for a character, like a half-burned witch who's just like the opposite of creepy and unsettling. Well, where do we want to go? Library is back up here. At some point we do need to return and turn in some quests, but I feel like I should do some other stuff before I go there. Thinking maybe we just go down and hit up all these places. The Erendé Party House, the Tower of Estrad, and Gwym's Mansion. So we can do... This one sounds like all kinds of... You can eat scrolls to add them to a spellbook. Literally consume them. Let's go to this Erendé Party House, because it sounds like it's a bunch of combat. I wonder if I should... Can I rest on this screen? Actually can. But I want to rest again because I just leveled up. I'd have access to more things, or I want to try to push it a little bit further. There's someone on the road. Get ready. What a... You don't have to say get ready, game. That's such a dorky thing. A new player has entered the battlefield. I've got so many little animals. Alright, is this like a combat encounter or just a dude? There's a lot of bodies over here too.
I found something.
Yeah, you found an eyeball in a corpse, but sure, we'll take that. Creepy as fuck. Denyo, who are you? You deserve a cinematic panning.
Wearing a robe? Check.
Shit.
Baphomet symbol around the neck?
You got a portrait
Check.
and a voice. Are you a
Crazy
potential party
eyes?
member?
Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment.
Okay.
An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, girl. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
What?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Alright, what the fuck? She walks up to them and it doesn't immediately start combat? Instead, you get to talk? That's bullshit, because if I walked up to them, I would be in combat.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
Oh, you seem like a bard. You're trying to... Are you the Raymond of this game? You're trying to just absolutely deceive these people?
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them. Just an audience. They don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
Yeah.
In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
I like that you can actually step in.
These answers are wrong. The correct answer is Isergall, a glaive made of red adamantine. This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
A bull. Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep, and a cow.
I can step in. Aurochs, as a matter of fact. I already passed my religion check.
I'd like to ask
I'm doing
you
that
to
just for the
stop prompting
experience.
them, but it seems they could do with a prompt or two. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it. She's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
I'm a shitty excuse for a
Hey,
cultist.
take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
It's time to end this circus. I'll stay silent.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as
Just
individuals.
individuals.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
This is hilarious.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire entourage too!
That was a partial success. You got one of them to fuck off.
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
Time to rob them of their treasures.
You guys aren't very strong, right? Ah, 2 fighter. Alright, I'm confident we can just go for it. Stampers, charge! That's what I do. Fuck. Answer is answer 2. That the stranger?
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, girl? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
Succeeded at a low religion check. I'm absolutely convinced the correct answer is red and white. It's all about.
I am the one asking questions here. Answer them, and then I'll satisfy your curiosity.
Gosh.
This answer is correct. It is comforting
Way
to
to
me
get
that
experience.
one educated person in the melting pot of ignorance that is Canabras today.
The melting pot of ignorance.
Let's proceed. Did Aradin take part in any crusade before he died?
I have no idea. Yes.
Aradin's death dates to 4606, and that is precisely the year when the World Wound was opened. The First Crusade started back in 4622. Your answer is wrong.
Boo.
I suppose I should terminate the experiment due to the subject's utterly woeful performance. But don't get upset. We all can't be smart. Someone has to be strong. I liked how you defeated those cultists. It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells. It is so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader. Unfortunately, the experiment has proven that the opposing parties possess approximately equal faculties in this regard. A shame, indeed, for I've always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It appears I was mistaken. I apologize for an injury to your ego, but your name is irrelevant on the grand scale of the universe. Thus, it cannot possibly interest me. I will forget it as soon as I hear it. To avoid unnecessary confusion, I'd prefer to not know it at all.
So weird.
Yes.
Yes. I guess you could join my party?
Do you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree. Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
Sure.
Excellent. You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable
27.
appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
I can't even look at you first before I add you to my party? Well, I did. Oh, geez, 20. So you are a pure-ass spellcaster then. Or you haven't leveled up yet. Well, I did say I would bump Lon out the second I got a chance, just because I'm already the archer in this party. Sorry, Leon. And I want to look and see what she's all about. I'm not leveled up yet. Okay.
I'm always open to ideas.
What are you? Name of science. The wizard scroll savant. She sure is. Okay. Straight up 20 intelligence wizard. Wow, we just got a lot more spellcaster, didn't we? I guess that could be good to have. What does a scroll savant mean? Wizards consider scrolls natural extension of the magical abilities. Are specialized in illusion. Focus illusion. Spells you cast to that school are more difficult to resist. Okay, so you're good at illusion. So if you're a crowd control wizard, that would be great. And Scribe Scrolls. It gives you Blinding Ray. You can fire a shimmering ray at any foe within 30 feet as a ranged touch attack. The ray can cause creatures to become blinded for a round or dazzled. Use this ability a number of times per day. I was hoping it was like cantrip. 3 plus your intelligence modifier. That's still 8 times a day. That's pretty solid. Looks like eventually you get invisibility field. Spell penetration, that's pretty good. Roll focus. A scroll savant adds half their caster level. The bonus on used magic device checks. Okay, so you're just really good at casting from scrolls. Even though you could also scribe from scrolls. What's your spellbook look like? Get a free color spray. Or you could do a free vanish. It looks like they're both green. Got Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Snowball. Let's just magic missile in there, I guess. Second level, you can create a pit. Actually, what is it? What are illusion spells specifically? Is it just color spray? Yeah, man. They have multiple color sprays, I guess. Make scrolls and wands not suck. Alright. Your image is less useful because I assume you're not going to be in combat very often. Two-dimensional hole. You can create a pit they can fall into? Oh my god. How is this not a D&D spell? I'm impressed they even made this work in this game. Like falling damage, and they have to climb out of the pit. That, I want to see that. Wow, you already got it once. Then level you up then. Wizard. Oh, wizard. Dex would be handy. You probably get better armor and initiative. You can actually go above 20. Okay. Let's go and just make your dex rounded, though. Obviously, knowledge, arcana, knowledge about the world. Just. Oh, yeah, use magic device also. At least you know a lot about religion, so we'll put a bunch of that. More spells for level 2. It recommends Blur and Invisibility because they're both illusion spells. It just becomes invisible. Unfortunately, I think it ends... Yeah, if the subject attacks... Creatures, it includes any spell targeting a foe whose area of effect includes a foe. It's directed at unintended objects, don't break the spell. Interesting. So could you be invisible and still cast like buffs on yourself or heal? It's only offensive actions that break the invisibility. Open doors, talk, eat, climb stairs, summon monsters, have them attack, cut the ropes, holding a rope bridge while enemies are on the bridge, remotely trigger traps, open a portcullis to release attack dogs. That's extremely specific. That's interesting then. As soon as you affect any foe, which would be most things I would cast, it's good to have invisibility anyway. And Blur is another buff. It's a shame there's not enough good early illusion spells. Gives the subject concealment 20% mischance, which is a really great buff to cast. Going with the illusion thing then. So let's look at. Just carry a big ass crossbow, or a light crossbow. With no armor, because you don't want to have arcane spell failure. That would be a bummer. So can you start scribing scrolls then? Is that a thing you want to do? Use with a skill check, DC 21. Right, yeah. So I assume most of those things are things that aren't actually going to come into play in this game. I'm not going to be able to cut bridges out and that kind of thing. These, can you only scribe during the rest? Oh, there we go. Copy the spellbook. Just give it to the spellbook then. It looks like you could use just about any fucking scroll. It's outside of your class, which is really interesting. Alright, stick some Mage Armor in there. Like to inflict some serious wounds. I don't think you want to be up close and personal like that, but you have to make a DC check, though. Well, we'll see. I don't know if I need a full-on wizard. That affect what spells you can memorize now. You have some more. Yeah. Throw some monster in there. Web, maybe could be useful. How come some of these are red? Or we'll try it. I'm losing a big DPS with no lawn. Careful me. Come up there. Alright, so you get a new party member just from a random event walking around in the damn city. Roll of Doom. Now we will continue to the next area. Might make too spellcastery heavy, although it's not a bad party. Got a hunter, paladin, I forgot what you were, Camellia, a shaman, a rogue who can cast spells, a witch, and a wizard. Bad in necromancy and abjuration. Oh, those are kind of bad ones to be bad in. What does bad mean? Or 2 spell slots to memorize. Oh, shit. I wish there were just more illusion spells early on. I think illusion would be the master of crowd control, but it's mainly buffs. Let's see. Oh, we're supposed to enter these doors? Dude.
Are we ready to move out?
Or we need auto cast that. Absolutely. I did let her auto cast Blinding Ray, but I guess she'd go through it pretty quick, wouldn't she? There's no perception check at doors, are they? Oh, okay. Well. What is going on here? Literally people dancing on tables. And demons. Darling little creatures. What on earth?
Save the last one for me.
Okay. Boy, there's a lot going on right here. Go team, there's too much for me to handle. I think we got this. Everybody's like super buffed. Jeff deals 18 damage with sneak attack. Everybody, resume your positions. What is this effect? That is cool looking. Like a bard song. If this wasn't a brothel, this is just somebody's mansion. I thought. There are a lot of half-naked people in here, though. It's just, nobles having a good time. Talk to the named person. Oronka. Girl does not look the least bit scared. Thanks for the demons, your timely entrance. I don't know who has enraged me more today, the demons or the oh-so-affable master of this house. I'm a friend of ilks. Friend is kind of a wrong word. About the Count. I wanted to smash a jug over his head about 5 times today. He just brings that feeling out in people. It's one of his many talents. Servants flee this place like rats in a sinking ship. No one ever stays here long, even though he pays them extravagantly. Even heard one servant complain that he always feels uneasy in the Count's home. We're on the street too. Mansion, it's the tastiest morsel in the whole city. All the thieves are afraid to set foot on the street. You deliberately oh yeah, we are. I didn't know you were. I did not know you were there. You polite host, I should return the favor and act as if you're not here either. Friend of Ilks. Ilks is alive. He's a brilliant new friend. It's a shame I got experience for that, I guess, to follow up on the quest. Hidden Inquisitors are pursuing us instead of doing something useful. You know where the third of your group is? Decide to break into the Wardstone and cast. Why did you decide to break into the Wardstone? Oh yeah! Now I remember. You're the fucking person out. Okay, I got confused. You're the Ramian person, whatever that guy's name is. I was like, wait, what? Like, oh yeah, you're one of the 3 people I'm supposed to find. Gotcha. End up here. Wallflower. I distracted them, then I lost them in the streets before turning my way into this party. Good place to lie low until the demons showed up. Yeah. Harboring a traitor wanted by the Canabras Inquisition. This day wasn't such a waste after all. I like how I'm like specifically not talking to this guy. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, killed whole run, by the way. She doesn't care. A demon trap. I'm living next to the Whirlwind, seeing the heartless of the Crusader. It's very hard. We've been trying to defeat the demons for 100 years now. Step forward, 2 steps back. I hear ya. In its corruption and human hubris that is actually our downfall. Children, that's what you are, but admit your words stir something in my soul. I wouldn't put you in charge of a military campaign, but be proud to fight alongside you. That's a good comment to make. Know where the other one is. Wallflower, no idea. If he knows about the demon attack, he won't just hide away. He'll go out and try to help people. If he doesn't know, well, you'll have no chance of finding him. He's a skilled mage, wouldn't risk using magic, probably do something the Inquisitions wouldn't expect. Pose as someone, disguise himself. We had a great selection of masquerade costumes in the temple. Tie my shawl around your arm. Wallflower gave it to me. You'll spot it right away and you'll know you're a friend. If I were you, I'd look for him in the Canabras Market Square. I have to go back there wearing the shawl. Okay, is this an actual, like, thing I have to equip? Doesn't look like... Oh no, I don't equip it. Okay, it's just a quest item, I guess. Alright, so I've got it in my inventory. Alright, do I have to talk to that one guy now? Darren!
Greetings.
Now I will talk to you.
Stranger who has just burst into my life. I am the master of this house, Count Daron Kale, myriad mellifluous monikers Arunde. No need to introduce yourself. I find remembering insignificant details, such as the name of passing acquaintances, such a bore.
Okay, you seem nice.
Now that we've finished with the niceties, tell me this. How did all those thrice-damned demons end up at my soiree?
Man, have you looked outside?
Oh, come. The party was deathly dull. Rather like one of the prelate's interminable sermons. I really ought to be grateful to the demons for their intrusion. They certainly added a frisson to the proceedings. It seems as though Discari's occasion was altogether more of a crush than mine. If you will pardon.
I don't like you. Die! I know about you, Count, for the fact that you're highborn and very rich.
As a child, I had my very own pony, but I always dreamed of having a lamb. I was never allowed one. Sheep were seen as peasant animals, utterly unsuitable for the scion of a noble line. The trauma haunts me to this day. I think of it every time I have roast lamb for dinner.
I'm sorry that happened to you. Such a sad story.
Don't No, don't empathize with this
I have
asshole.
not even the slightest intention of upsetting such a lovely child.
Oh, you don't even look at her. You look at me.
I'm not lovely. Some people have even called me a scarecrow before.
That's patently absurd. Why, you can't possibly be a scarecrow with a crow following you around. I'm sorry if I failed to
that's funny.
sate
That's a
your
good point.
curiosity. I loathe talking about myself to people I don't know, even more to those I do know. The only thing worth knowing,
do you not want to talk about
aside
yourself?
from the
You're a
fact
fucking
that
noble.
I am highborn and filthy rich, is that I dislike Puritans and demons in equal measure. Well, perhaps demons a tad more.
So these
I have
fates.
no friends here whose untimely demise I would care to
I
mourn.
don't care.
The only alarming thing is how easily all this happened. I don't care for the thought that demons could come calling at my door at any moment.
The Orendes are one of the most ancient and noble families in Mendiv. They are related by blood to Queen Galfrey herself. The Count is the last remaining member of his dynasty. The rest all perished around 10 years ago. In the tragedy at the family seat, Heaven's Edge, the demons got past the defenses and massacred everyone inside.
I thank you for providing your friend with that helpful summary, my lady. I believe I've seen you before, with that hilarious buffoon Horgus Gorm. I sincerely hope you are not engaged in any kind of sordid arrangement with him. The thought of something so splendid in proximity to something so grotesque makes me feel quite...
Your civility knows no bounds, Count. I most
Oh, the
assuredly
barbs,
do
the
not have
barbs.
any arrangement with Master Gorm.
Well, we'll find out when we go to do his quest, won't we?
I thank you for the invitation, but I am not quite as desperate as I may seem. At times, it is better to be surrounded by the repugnant mugs of demons than the sour and dour physiognomies of Iomede's righteous paladins.
What about my physiognomy? Sour enough for his lordship? Don't worry, another few minutes with the dazzling Count here, and it'll sour like week-old milk.
What's this? An attractive paladin with a sense of humor?
This guy's just a total hornball.
You're a veritable walking scandal. Either way, my mansion is now safe. I have a pair of half-decent guards. I just need to drag them out of the storeroom and bring them to their senses. I ordered them to drink a love potion, you see? For reasons which seemed extremely witty at the time and in the state of inebriation I then found myself in. They can guard the house while the valorous
That seems
paladins
like
beat
terribly
back the demon
abusive.
assault.
For them to drink a love
They will
potion.
beat them back, yes? As regards myself, I feel like stretching my legs. I know rudimentary divine spells, I am no friend to demons, and I elevate any society that I deign to grace with my presence. I shall
Oh, he's a
accompany you,
party member?
only for a short time, of course. I have no desire to remain at the vanguard for a protracted period. What say you, my ephemeral but highly diverting acquaintance? After all, Lord Descari spoiled my party. I now burn with the desire to spoil his.
This ridiculous character is a party member. I guess I should guess. Everybody with the portrait and a voice is probably going to be a party member.
I don't like this guy much at all. Not even because of his personality, but just... I sense something dark about him.
He has all these friends at his party, and he still looks so lonely.
Alright.
We can take him with
Ember,
us.
you're a terrible judge of
Maybe
character.
it'll make him feel better?
Don't ask me. Having him tag along would be like going for a nighttime stroll through the back alleys with a diamond tiara on your head. Even I don't like that kind of attention.
The Count's presence can only benefit us. I think we should say yes.
Yeah, of course you want to stick with the noble.
What? You're asking about whether to take this boy with you? The question lies outside the bounds of my interest.
I don't care about people.
By the way, did you know that the young scions of noble families often sponsor the research of young scientists? What laudable passion for knowledge. True, the size of their donations bears a direct correlation to the hazardousness of the experiment being conducted.
He doesn't look like a whiner.
The
Hold his
weapon.
own, so he won't be dead weight.
The weapon gets to chime in. That's hilarious. I forgot about that. He's a valued member of this organization. I wish I knew what kind of class you were. Hey, that's hilarious. I didn't know you were a party member. Seems like we're split. Only, yeah, I think we're exactly split. The Paladin and the Rogue didn't want him. Ember, of course, wants him because she's wants probably everybody. Amelia definitely wants him because she's a noble. And the wizard lady doesn't also care. I know. I wonder why I couldn't ask that about Ninyo. I guess we didn't really know much about her. I like how we're still having this serious conversation while there's just still half-naked people in the background. Definitely a douche canoe. But the thing is, that character can be fun in a party. It really depends. I mean, it's hard to write that character well. But it is possible. If you give them some character growth and some nuance, like, it is possible to make that an interesting character if they're just not like a one-note thing. Or even if they are, sometimes depending, again, if they're funny about it, like, and they're not, you know, overly malicious. I don't like the fact that he ordered his guards to drink a love potion and put him in a closet. That's a little too much. Plus, I can add him to the party and just not ever use him, technically, so.
Capital. Good acquaintances that begin and end at just the right moment often leave the most pleasant memories.
Ooh, I do like spontaneous spells. Do I actually want to use you? I feel like I should use him while I'm in this area. I don't know who I want to get rid of. I could just use this last slot as a rotating. I love having the rogue. It does so much damage. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of my paladin, because in basically every RPG I have like a paladin style tank. Somebody who's like defensive and healing. Camellia, I could see myself getting rid of her, maybe. I don't really see... She seems like her and Woljif kind of occupy the same role. And then Ember I really like. Probably her and Ninyo are the ones I would kick out. And I'm thinking I'll keep Camellia I need for that Orgus Gorm quest, so I guess I'm going to lose my new wizard. Just temporarily. And then we'll probably get rid of him, but it's a shame I couldn't even really use her except for that one combat encounter. An Oracle! Stash you in the bag of holding. Yeah, just go back and wait at camp for this whole game. I don't know. How do folks do that, by the way? Do you, when you have a RPG that has obviously more room for your party than you can put in there, which is most RPGs, do you find your set party at some point? It might take a while, but you find the set party and just roll with them forever? Or B, do you constantly rotate people in and out? Because I tend to find a set party and roll with that. I just get really used to everybody's character and who meshes with my character I'm role-playing and all of that. Unless it's something like, you know, Suikoden, where there's just a million characters and you just gotta use them. You are a cleric. But, or you're an oracle, but you cast spells like a cleric. Not what I expected a noble to be. Add cure spells to your list of spells known. Okay. I do the constant rotation thing a lot. It takes forever. Here's my question in this game. How do you change characters? Do you have to just go back to base and do it? Because that also determines how often I change characters. Because I've played RPGs before where you can literally switch people on the fly or even in the middle of battle. And if that's the case, then I will swap characters quite a bit and take advantage of that. But if it's a situation where you have to go all the way back to your home base, change characters, and then go out in the field for like, you know, a dozen hours or something, then it becomes way more of a pain in the ass to sit there and, you know, swap people out constantly. If curing. Recast spell that causes the target of hit point down. I wouldn't expect like a noble who only cares about himself to be like the healer of the party. That's the weird thing. Apparently you are good at channeling. And you do not affect enemies. Oh, so normally that would affect others. It's glitter dust. Okay, so I'm trying to read what all these got right now. Yeah, that's not all the kind of class I thought he was. That might make him more useful then, because I really like spontaneous casting. He's not very strong. 20 charisma. Makes sense. Obviously all gonna be in charisma. Wouldn't make that a 14. Swap whenever you want on a world map if you're willing to wait. Interesting, okay. Will be a couple of points where characters may leave due to circumstances. I don't mind that if it's part of the story and people have to go do things, or if they quit my party because of something, a choice I made. You know, that could be very interesting. God, Pillars does that, a really bad job of that. Near the very end of the game, you have to make a big choice about, like, what faction to side with, and, like, entire party members will fucking leave your ass, regardless of, like, you know, everything you've been through and the progress you've made with them. Things. So you're kind of like the witch, basically, where you just know not a whole lot of spells, but you can cast them a bunch of times. Which, those are pretty good spells to be able to cast multiple times. What am I learning? Level 2 spells? Only 1. Jeez. 2 bonus on fear and death saves. Favorite blessing of halfling clerics. Might as well just get cure moderate wounds. Right? Or is that part of his thing that he can swap the... I don't remember if that's a thing they can do. Where's that at? Life Cleric. In addition to the spells gained by oracles as they gain levels, oracles adds all cure spells to their list of spells known. So why would you let me choose this as a spells known? As soon as the oracle is capable of... So wouldn't I automatically get those curing spells? Don't let me take them, game. Otherwise I would take it. Game +2 bonus to AC and was it save these classes against attacks made effects created by creatures with corresponding alignments. Does that mean the same alignment? Probably just lesser restoration. Let's just make you a... Again, not what I thought a fucking noble care about, which is like healing and protecting.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Yeah, so you automatically get cure moderate wounds. Alright, game, you shouldn't have let me even try to take that one then. Boy, I do like the idea of a spontaneous caster with cleric spells. Does that mean you get to wear armor? Wearing armor now. Not arcane. Why wouldn't I give you armor? Oh, that looks terrible on you. Right? Can he just wear armor? He's not of arcane magic. I think it's still divine. You're also using a crossbow. You have to use a ranged weapon. Your strength is atrocious. Shaw, welcome to the channel. Hire quickly. Oh, I didn't realize that. Means he gets fatigued quicker. be slowed down by armor. Oh yeah, speed is 20. Oh, speed is 20 normally. That's still bad. Oh, I see. The encumbrance. Yeah. That fucks him up pretty bad. Ah. Minus 10 speed, stealth, athletics, mobility, max dex bonus. Armor check just for wearing... Okay. Well, he can wear light armor then. I wish I had light armor. I'm sure there's some kind of... That's only £5 difference. Damn. He needs something... 24.1. You fucking asshole. Need something lighter than studded leather. We'll find something for you, buddy. We'll get there. Also use scrolls. And who knows? We'll use them for a bit. Maybe we tired of them and send them out. It's a good one. Some ASMRs look weird. Actual models. I don't know. I like the crazy hair he's got. It looks like a statue. I always thought ASMRs and tieflings should look very otherworldly. He's got like just yellow eyes. Actually, I like his no armor look too, with that freaking robe and medallion. Does that actually show up? No, it's just part. Where'd it go? Be cool if that was actually showing that. My goodness, so many party members.
I shine in all endeavors, even failed ones.
Time to loot the corpses. Was there nothing on them? It's a full-on dungeon? Not really. That's the entrance. This might have been the only... Just this one big room.
See? I'm indispensable.
Looking at your own paintings, dude. Slow down.
Careful now.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
You don't have a good auto attack thing to do either. Attack with your crossbow.
Let's have some fun.
Get in there. Let's try my protective luck.
I'm done with you.
Did it work? Medium range. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean for him to do that. Is he, oh, he's back here, that's fine. Oh, there's dead bodies in here. Demons got all around this place. Looting all your shit, Darren. Hope you don't mind. Taking your cheese. Taking your fucking cheese. Touch of gracelessness. I don't think there was anything else. I can move that mobility check. Hey, do you want to use one of your fancy schmant spells? I thought you would cure light wounds. There it is. Ooh, aren't you good at cure light wounds? 8 plus 4. Go, Stampy.
This is my kind of work.
Oh, Woolgip's actually mobility. Oh, that just brings you to the area exit. Okay, I think that was the only thing to do there then, was just turn that quest in and recruit Darren.
That's easy.
That'll be more of a dungeon. Maybe just the market square was just humongous. Maybe all these other areas are actually going to be a lot smaller. Kind of hoping it was the case, because that market square was gigantic. Maybe we have time to do one. Are you serious? I'd go all the way back through the market square? Fuck that. We're going to Gorm's mansion then. That's dumb. You can't just go across. I guess it's across the wall, isn't it? Shoot. Yeah, we'll do Gorm's mansion. We've got Camellia. And we've got Darren now, so maybe that'll make it interesting situation. Location, failed ritual site. Hit up that after. This one was not organized like it was. I have to just talk to Nino. Request. This one wasn't organized as Camellia's quest. This was just its own quest. Gorm Family Secrets. One right here.
You certainly took your time. Or perhaps you got lost on the way here. I was already regretting not drawing you a map. Tragedy to see one's house in such a sorry state. I always had a few guards in my service, you know. I hope those blockheads died honorably. Simply flee at the first sign of danger. And contains several items that are of great value to me. I wish to retrieve them before they're discovered by my fellow citizens.
Oh, shit. Can I continue too many times? Yeah, well, Jeff, you should be very happy. Many things in my life, but playing the part of an intrepid mercenary rummaging through someone else's tastelessly decorated and poorly planned mansion is a novel to me. How droll. That's a good comment.
I deeply regret you had to participate in this, my dear Count.
Come now, I love a good caper, even when the setting offends my aesthetic sensibilities. Coming in with me?
The very notion. Think I hire guards to do my bidding just so I can put myself in danger with them? Oh.
Risk of coming here even though you were well aware of the danger. Was it? How did you make it across the fucking streets?
Oh yeah, that's enough.
Oh, it seems I hit a sore spot. What is the relationship between you two?
Ask questions. Ace, you'll learn what this is all about just as soon as you clear the way to my study for me, so refrain your curiosity for now.
I need intel.
Should be about right and wrong.
Alright.
Signal.
House is already being looted right now? Is that the problem? Also not a huge map. Treasure. Gonna loot your treasure. Hoggy Squirm. It's gonna be mine. The irony of you hiring people to protect your home from thieves when in fact I am the thieves.
I hope you appreciate this.
I do appreciate looting this asshole. Variety of whips and floggers.
Always watch your back.
A set of collars of various sizes. Okay, we're into some BDSM stuff here. Is that what's going on? Magic sickle. Sickle of Falter. +1, and it's a finesse weapon. Well, Jiff, want to wield a sickle? I think you're better with daggers. But it's a possibility. I'm gonna look up your feats. Your feats, son. Finesse training dagger. Okay. Well, can you not normally use a finesse with a dagger? They're dog collars. Oh, what did I... Why did I immediately go to BDSM? I guess because it says whips and collars. Or it could be a dog fighter or something. Oh wait, do you have a disorienting injury? That's something you do to other people. Alright, let's see what this does to your attack rolls then. +1. 2 to 7 damage when equipped. Why is that so much worse than 9? Let's see, he's got a +7, does 1d4 +5. +7, 1d6 +1. So he does not apply his dex to the damage. That's the problem. So he specifically has to take a feat to make it Pathfinder. Only attacks and not... Oh no, it says... Oh no, wait, it doesn't have finesse wielding on there. Shoot. That's just its +1. Well, shoot. It's not nearly as good then. I lose... I guess I lose a little bit of damage because the one was a D4, so the damage is only slightly less. Might still be worth using. I hate that they can only use daggers though. It's your usefulness. Not have feat for finesse weapon fighting. How the fuck does he not have that feat? Oh, you've got the 2 weapon fighting one. That's why. Shit. Okay. Well, obviously I'm gonna take that one for 5 then, because you need finesse wielding. That will open you up to a lot more weapons. Damage. That's my bad. I assumed had that, but no, it's all double. Chains, handcuffs, shackles. Collection of Rebel Prison. Yeah, this guy... I mean, I could put the sickle in his offhand. I don't think it would change anything, because he's got that dual wield feat, so... I don't think it would change his stats. Yeah, it's the same concept. D4 +5. He makes both attacks anyway, so I think it's... Because of his feats, it's interchangeable. Cambion.
Are we playing hide and seek? I will not be trifled with.
Would like to set up an attack here.
Rely on me.
Quiet, Stampers.
I do things my way.
That dude's just chilling back there.
Cover me.
Ooh, the slumber. I love Ember, man. That able to sleep every single round is so cool. Does suffer pretty well. Take some masterwork shit.
They'll never see me coming.
This dude's into some weird stuff. I will pass judgment on him. Onion soup. Can I make that now? Yay! The real treasure. The onion soup recipe we found along the way. Yeah, so far it's been pretty easy. I mean, I hesitate to... I'm playing on whatever normal difficulty is, but... Yeah, I've kind of taken it off turn-based combat, because I've kind of just been rolling through guys. Punching dagger. Regular dagger just won't cut it. My punching dagger.
They will not expect my strike. They dare threaten me.
And then he just passes out. That's fucking great. It's nuts, man. destroy these guys. And we're gonna loot all your shit. Horgus Squirm, Horgus Squirm. All your books belong to me. Horgus Squirm, Horgus Squirm. Don't even care that they're not worth much. They're going in my bag. You shouldn't have hired me, you dumbass Horgus Squirm. Taking all your books. Taking all your books. How many books can I fit in my bag? So many fucking books. All the books. You think there'd be like a spell scroll in there or something, but no. Oh, the second floor. This is a larger dungeon than I thought. Door to the garden is blocked. None of those are lootables. Broken door cannot be opened. Cannot go this way.
The heartbeat quickens.
Oh, Stampede crushed it. Crushed it. Will make the gameplay faster too. I leave it on real time as much as I can.
I am helpful.
Hello.
Am I not?
A magic shirt. Well, for those of you that don't want to wear armor. The silver robe. The robe grants a bonus, a +1 bonus to all saving throws against fear effects. That's very specific. Well, actually, a couple people don't wear any kind of armor, don't I? Jeez. So, yeah, I don't like that look. The look is important. That could work. Does not actually provide any armor, however. Going to the first floor, or just go to the second floor? Saying this.
What's that there?
Your game. Let's see.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Oh no, kitty, don't trigger the trap.
I am helpful, am I not?
Sophisticated instruments of torture. Alright. I'm gonna find like a fucking person chained up in his basement, because I can't believe you thought I'd be okay with that, Horgus Worm. You did not hire me because of my indiscretion. This is where I started, isn't it? Like I just went in a big ol' circle. Have finished exploring the first floor. To the second floor.
Trust in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Surrender or else.
Also not really doing a whole lot of tactics, but it seems to be easy enough. Auto-attacking and barreling everybody in. Uh-oh. Stampy got fucked up. Doesn't matter. I think we're doing enough damage. Yeah. It's funny. Everybody couldn't get past the scared Triceratops. I understood that Pulp Fiction reference. Here's your torture room. Oh boys, still haven't noticed me.
Watch and learn.
Scary cultist and a Baphomet cultist. You gotta like cultist synergies working together. That was a bit of a blow there. Did it pause? Alright, folks, turn around. Turn around. There you go. Alright, meanwhile, I was trying to heal you. Scrolls, 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 scrolls. Scroll, scroll, scroll. This is a person's house, by the way. This shit is huge.
Let's have some fun.
Ooh, a baboon. Okay. 7 outsider. We'll just take a little bit of damage here. Jesus. Flatten him against the wall. Didn't see that trap. Oh boy. That was painful. They're gonna zap me again?
Don't mind me.
Real painful. So I'm running out of this. I think I had like 40 of these healing potions at one point. Starting to run a little bit lower. That's just quick save. Okay. Magic bow. A counterfeit Derek Sunhammer's jewelry. A short bow of code. Just a +1. It's not better than... Well, actually... Maybe these range attacks might... Oh, right? Or is it not because it's strength? Oh, you can't even use it. You could, maybe because you're an elf. I think you're worse with it though, aren't you? 6. Strength is so shitty. 1 to 8, +2, 1 to 6. See, less damage but a better chance to hit. Honestly, she looks kind of better with a bow than a crossbow. Oh yeah, elves look pretty freaky in this game. Although I think Divinity did that also with the elves. What does that mean? Nope. Red. Or somewhere? I'm failing perception checks, unfortunately. Ah, there we go. It's locked. Does that mean there's a lever somewhere, maybe? Room? Chest. Shoot. Where else to go? Oh yeah, there's some doors. There's another way to open it.
Can we retreat already?
Cultist Slayer. Oh. Maybe it just went down. Alright, do I have to respect the Cultist Slayer? 7 Slayer. Alright, you made me take notice now, buddy. On hand others. You will save him. that got serious. Got serious real quick.
I'll cut you wide open.
Your slumber thing. Sleep now. Sleep now. How dare you? Still attack Stampy. Fucking asshole.
Stab their backs.
Cover me, all right?
One attack off at least. Show them no mercy. I'm trying to fucking get him back up. Motherfucker is still okay. He has 4 attacks and missed all 4 of them against my dear sweet unconscious Stampy. How do you get them to just stand up? I'm gonna stand up but not move away. Damn it! Okay. You get attack of opportunity if I just stand up? Fuck. Damn it all. I'm sorry, Stampy. You're in a world of near death at all times.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Alright, finish him. No, what a terrible miss. Rolled a 2.
The spirits demand your blood.
Nice. Alright, now the rest of you, I assume, can all fuck this guy up.
No, what is that?
They're all missing him, by the way. There we go. Hop back up, sweet boy. What difficulty level we're playing at. Guzzle some potions. Have a lot of health, too. Okay, so does the fucking Oracle. 35, gee. You've all got a good amount of health, in fact. Pretty much everybody's the same. The Paladin is slightly more.
Together we stand.
Give him another lay on hands. Lay on hand to others. Fury is literally the exact same thing as a dagger, although a different crit range, maybe the crits. Sells well too.
Careful now.
We loot the painting? Is this really Divinity now? All about looting paintings in that game.
That's easy.
Let's see if there's like a secret lever or something, a way to me to open that area. I want sneak attack with greatsword. That sounds fucking terrifying. Like literally some player came in and like, well, I really want to sneak attack, but I want to wield my two-handed sword. Do all kinds of fucking damage. Another locked door we can't get in. Huh. Interesting. I'm kind of stymied on how to move forward. Oh, okay. It says make sure the mansion is safe. Danger is past. We could go turn it in. Fortunately, we weren't able to discover any sinister secrets, which is disappointing. But it might be designed that way, because literally, this one just says locked. There's no way to get in. And the other one also, there's just no way to get in. Discover that later.
I'll watch your back.
I need to wrap the stream up too. We're going 2 hours. My goodness. So we can talk to Horgus and get this done. Maybe learn something sinister. Here, right? shoot, where'd you go? Oh, you can signal Horgus from the window of his study. It's his study. Second level. Can't interact with any windows. Where are my windows at? Oh. Back on the second floor. Oh. Oh, nope, nope, nope.
Always watch your back.
Oh, nope. The second floor. I did not read that questline close enough. It's one of these windows up here. This is a bathhouse. Was it literally just the room I was in? There we go. The very last window I could check. Save first. Fine work indeed. Yes, show me your secret door. Oh, he wants me. Okay. Who is this? Oh, Camellia. Half-elf and their dark-haired young daughter. The painting is captioned Horgus, Gorm, Iris, and Camellia. Camellia, your daughter? Oh. Horgus Gorm, thanks you for your help. Talk to yourself in the third person. That one even tells you, yeah. Unknown half up when the little girl was starting. This is Camellia. A painting, Horgus. I have two secrets. Camellia is in fact my daughter, and I am not the real Horgus Gorm. What? My real name is Darian Witt. My parents were the servants of the real Gorms. Their ranch on the eastern edge of Mendev. The Gorms were generous and noble, but short-sighted. They earned most of their fortune on charity, and they said they could take better care of guarding the mansion. Where the demons came from. Horgus ran to the mansion and I bolted in the opposite direction. He was captured and killed, and I wasn't. They asked me my name, and I said I was Horgus Gorm. Wow. Huh. When a manor under attack by demons. Familiar tale. That's why he uses like his in third person. You were just a scared child, nothing but sympathy for you. Besides, your lies didn't hurt anyone. An opportunity fell right in your lap. Nothing shameful in seizing your chance of a better life. Your own past, not mine. It's still awkwardly worded, but yeah, you were a scared child. Harding was absolutely correct. The vast portion of the Gorms had no rightful heirs. There had been any heirs that would necessarily have transferred ownership to them. Well, you say that. You did a crime, and since then you tried to atone, but let me guess, no matter how much good you do, the guilt stays with you? Do you know this? Also made a mistake as a child. Mine was more serious than yours, indeed, and in consequence. Oh. Years passed before I learned to be at peace at it, so I'm no judge you. He is your daughter? Yes, illegitimate, that is to say. She has resided in this house since birth. The staff thought she was a niece or the daughter of a friend who died in the Crusades. I never disabused them of their notions. Mother Iris was a half-elf of noble origin. She worked in the gardens here. To unite the Gorm family with another noble line, the Gorm name could not be printed to mix with commoners, thereby plunge into insignificance. Iris did not protest, and we successfully hid our connection. Not claim her as my own. As far as Mendev knows, Camellia is the daughter of a Gorm family servant who died over 10 years ago. I wanted for nothing. All her whims were fulfilled as quickly as they arose. I hired the best teachers and brought her the best books. She always ate well and had warm clothes. Isn't that what a parent does? Interesting. Her most terrible secret. Father cares so much about the Gorm name that he raised me in our mansion, hiding me away from the whole world. Always be grateful to my father for everything he's done for me, even if Mendev's society disapproves of visions. Insolent me to beg for your discretion regarding what you know about us. Like offering was stolen in a secret half-elf lover and a bastard daughter. Afraid you'd rather put me to shame. The countryside could never happen. I hate Horde. It's constant. Smile the pity in his face. Well, it wasn't fair. I wish you weren't such an asshole, though. Man, this was a twist, though. I didn't expect this. Alright, but this doesn't explain all the fucking whips and collars and shit. I still serve Horde Squirm. Your secret, Camellia. My humblest thanks. What am I gonna do now? Handsomely for your help, and then I shall burn these portraits. I've kept them all this time out of misplaced sentiment, but they serve no purpose now. My ravaged home will likely be picked to the bone, and the secret room will inevitably be discovered. I don't want these paintings to be seen by anyone else. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, that seems... I don't want to shame this guy. In the countryside. Let's see. Gold coins times 1,000. Certain. Destroyed or servants scattered or dead. But now follow me. We'll make sure no one can ever discover the secrets of House Gorm. Alright. Never did explain the colors and
I
shit,
hope
though.
you appreciate this.
A breastplate +1. I think you've already got good armor though, don't you? You have half plate +1. That is better. Alright, that completes quest. We're done zone. I think that will bring an end to this stream. We got a lot of shit done. Alright, thank you everyone for joining me. Or if you're watching the recording afterward. If you enjoy the content or streams, please consider supporting me via patreon.com/RogueWatson. Shoutouts to Platinum patrons Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Christopher, Thomas, Captain, Mike, Adam, Stan, Nathan, Alex, Cam, William, and Jonathan. And gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Marcus, The Lizard Lounge, Sam, Ross, Slippy Spuds, Drome, Scalenia, Nick, Party Mick, Butterpants, Blood, Angel, Ronus, Baboon, Nathan, Fastica, Tortoise, and James. Return with more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous on Monday, and I'll see you all tomorrow for Crafting Icewind Dale.